Biology is the study of scientific life. It is a natural science. It is a natural science as opposed to unnatural science. Natural science. It is a natural science with a broad scope but has several unifying themes that tie it together as a single coherent field. For instance, all organisms are composed of at least one cell that processes hereditary information encoded in genes, which can be transmitted to future generation. So this is an example of a theme that ties it all together. All organisms are composed of at least one cell. At least one cell that processes hereditary information encoded in genes, which can be transmitted to future generations. Another major theme is evolution, which explains the unity and diversity of life. Energy processing is also important to life, as it allows organisms to move, grow, and reproduce. Each of these, of course, has its own thing, reproduction and movement. Finally, all organisms regulate their own internal environments. Okay, so each of the organisms. Okay, so biologists can study life at multiple. Before that, let's have a look at this cool picture. It's a collage of pictures. Looks like Amanita muscaria, maybe. It's a kind of capped mushroom. Looks like a microscope image of something. Biomolecules, perhaps. Flower and an alligator or a crocodile. I'm not sure how to tell the difference. Okay, so biology can study life at multiple levels of organization. Another term. From the molecular biology of a cell to the anatomy and physiology of plants and animals and the evolution of populations. So anatomy and physiology. Okay, not really sure what that is. Hence, there are multiple sub-disciplines within biology, each defined by the nature of their research questions. Research question. Is a question interesting? It's like has its own Wikipedia. It's a particular type of question. And the tools that they use. And tools is also lists of research methods in biology. Like other scientists, biologists use the scientific method. Now, what on earth is that? An empirical method for acquiring knowledge that has been referred to while science. Okay, that's obviously it's okay. This my reading list is insanely long right now. Okay, like other scientists, biologists use the scientific method to make observations. Its own thing, and observing. But it seems like we observe things with our eyes, our ears, our senses, but this is something else, maybe. Posing questions, generating hypothesis. It's its own thing. So a hypothesis is proposed. You can pause and read the little widget that pops up. By the way, you can always, I don't have to tell you this, but you can always pause the video and read the little pop-up windows that I'm not reading. Perform experiments and form conclusions about the world around them. Life on Earth, which emerged over 3.7 billion years ago, which Earth has a much longer history than that. So life emerged, it's almost 3.7 billion years ago, is immensely diverse. Biologists have sought to study and classify the various forms of life from prokaryotic organisms such as archaea and bacteria to eukaryotic organisms such as protists, fungi, plants, and animals. Lots to unpack here. I'm going to open these later. These organisms contribute to the biodiversity of an ecosystem where they play a specialized role in cycling of nutrients. Each one of these is a thing. It's like its own world. And energy through the biophysical environment. Okay, folks, that was the intro of a long Wikipedia article. Okay, that's it for this one, even though I feel ashamed because it's way longer and more in depth, but that's it for now.